Okay, quick video here just to update status on the MG project. Partially to document for myself, partially to show everybody how messy the garage is right now, which is not terribly unusual, but it's particularly bad at the moment, the Metro. Anyhow, here's the MG. I wanted to also be on documenting it, show it to Bill, who I got the car from, and who reminded me not too long ago that I need to get moving on it. So I've got the engine and everything out of the engine bay. That's not really new, you see in my other videos. But I actually used, and it's gonna need some cleanup, but Rust Kutter. It came from Tractor Supply. It was supposed to be like OSFO, which is phosphoric acid, and I think the Rust Kutter has some citric acid in it as well. Anyhow, I was trying to get rid of a lot of this surface rust that I couldn't grind off, and it's actually done a pretty remarkable job. I was able to, use a paint stripper wheel to get this stuff off here, and sandpaper just on this shaft and things like that. But this area down in here, those finer pieces, I wasn't able to really get into there. And the same down in here, I mean, that's really been cleaned up quite a lot and is looking good. This stuff was all just stuff I could do mechanically. Up in here also is looking a little bit better as a result. That was all fine before. This stuff was fine, but down in here was just nothing but rust before, and I mechanically removed a bunch of it, but this Rust Kutter stuff actually really did do a good job with it. In here had been rusty as well. That's getting better. Up into there. Just anywhere I put it. Up into this was all fairly gross, and along the channel here, the whole car must have sat outside, I think, before Bill got it for quite a good long time, with the hood off, I think. I can't think of what else would explain all the rust that was in here, but I'm gonna, tomorrow, next day, hopefully get this thing out, and I'm gonna hose this down because this stuff is sticky and kind of gross, and I want to get it off of there. I don't think this is like muriatic acid or hydrochloric acid where it'll actually have a problem in the future if I don't dilute it, but I want to anyway. Also today, got the dashboard out. Found this, among other things, in the glove box. It's a little punch. I'm going to need to eventually take this crash roll off of it, but I'm right in the middle of trying not to do too much. But got the dash out. I already had the harness out of the front of the car, so I may as well take it out of here as well. This gives me access in here to help remediate that rust better, up under there as well, now that the heater box is out. And then these floors, I'm going to try and attack a little bit at least, just to get better. But before we really do anything serious with it, we're going to have to fix these missing captive nuts. There's two here, one there, one here, but this one's gone, and this one is gone as well. So there's also some holes up here, so I was going to try and go after it with wire brush, stripper wheel, stuff like that, and try and see what we get out of it. May as well, while we're down in here, into the battery boxes. They're not too bad, but there's definitely some Swiss cheese up under there. And same deal on this side, but we've got everything out of it. I left the door panels on because they're not getting in the way right now. Unfortunately, at some point, someone really hacked at this rear panel to put some, there's a nice angle there. Put some speakers in the back, and I wouldn't be opposed to speakers in the back, but boy, that was done with not much care. So you can see this side's all chewed up. So, I don't know if I'm gonna have that welded back up or just pretend it never happened, maybe put some more speakers in there. But in the meantime, once we get the interior and the engine bay done, can hopefully get it running and driving, even if I just bolt the driver's seat in for a little bit, get the brakes done, and then worry about what we're gonna do for the floors and body work and stuff like that. Trying not to get caught too far into the Midas wells, but we'll see. So anyhow, that's an update on the MGB.